Hey, 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 I was thinking. And so I wanted to come on here and share my thoughts with you. The other day, I did a video and I realized in that moment that it had been a while since I've done a video. I need to do them more often. And so I said, let me come on here today because I love when I do these videos because I feel as though it's a way for me to connect with you all and you all to connect with me. I know it seems weird because here I am doing this video by myself, but I feel the connection. And so I have to do more. I was trying to think, why haven't I done videos? And it's not for any reason. I mean, I've been outside, I've been gardening, cycling, walking. So, yes, I've been busy, but not too busy to do videos. So, I'm definitely going to do better in regards to this. Last week, I celebrated a birthday and super excited about that because in those late 2000s, I wasn't sure that I would even see this day. And so I am grateful and appreciative for life. And it's something because even though I continue to get older and wiser, my mind doesn't feel as such. Like in my mind, I'm still in my 30s. And so I'm okay with that, right? It's okay to think you're younger than what you are, but my body is like, girl, you are your big age. And I was reminded of that this past Monday. On Monday evenings during the summer, I ride with Slow Roll Cleveland. And it's a group. We had about 400 people this past Monday. And we rode through the flats in Cleveland. It was a great ride. And I was literally 30 feet from my car, ready to go home. When, as I turned the corner, some little boy comes from, I don't know where he came from, and ran into my bike. I saw him at the last moment. I tried to course correct, but there was nowhere to go except down on the ground. And that's exactly where we went. It had been a while. I mean, I think I was a kid the last time I had fallen on my bike. And now that I'm an adult, my bike is higher. So to the ground was a long way. He went down, I went down, and my first instinct was to see how he was doing because he was crying uncontrollably. He was probably around 11, 12 years old, and he just laid there in the middle of the street. I kept saying, like, get up, get up. I need to know you can move. All he could do was hold his shoulder. He had a huge um, scrape on his arm, and I had just a little one. I mean, it was stinging, but nothing that I couldn't deal with. And so eventually he got up. He was hurt. He couldn't put a lot of pressure on his one leg, but he was so apologetic. And I'm like, it was an accident. I get it. You didn't do this on purpose. Just be mindful of your surroundings next time and wear a helmet. That was, what I offered him. I got in my car, I put my bike in the car, got in the driver's seat, and then all of a sudden, my adrenaline was gone, evidently, because all the pain started rushing in. My neck, my back, my elbow, my arm, my knees, my shins, my toes, my fingers, my ankles. Everything was hurting. Came home, took a bath in Epsom salt, woke up the next day, took a bath in Epsom salt. That afternoon, took a bath in Epsom salt. I probably have high blood pressure just because of all the baths I've taken in Epsom salt. Today, it's much better. I mean, I still have pain, my back, my knees, my shin, and my elbow. But my ankle seems to be okay. My toes, my fingers, they seem to be fine. Yeah. But that's how this week was for me, at least Monday. But ever since Sunday, and in my video, my previous video, I talked about how I participated in a call for Black women on Sunday, and monies was raised for the campaign for Vice President Harris. On Monday, they had a call similar for Black men, and I joined that one, and that was an awesome call, and they raised money. Yesterday was one for Latinas, and today is one for white women that I plan to join. And I'm just so excited about the energy that is behind this candidate, because we have to save our country. We know we will not survive another 4 years of chaos that comes with a Donald Trump. Those years, I don't want to see them again. I really don't. So I'm hoping people do what is necessary to save our democracy. There's so many things that are at stake. Civil rights, women's rights, democracy. There's not just one person who's on the ballot. You have Project 2025 that's on the ballot. So we just have to do what we need to do. But one thing that I was not prepared for, even though I should have known better, because the last time when she had run for presidency, I saw it. So besides the racism, there's a lot of sexism going on. And not just from the MAGA people, not just from white men, but from Black men. And I just don't even understand. Being that we both are marginalized in this country, the fact that a Black man could demean a Black woman and hide behind misinformation to do so. On the call on Monday night, which was for the Black men, there were a lot of stats that were given. And one of the things that they talked about is that Black men are the most targeted for misinformation. I used to wonder, like, I had a cousin who used to always say stuff the last time. And I'm like, where are you getting this from? Like, I don't see this on the internet. Like, wherever you're getting that information, but it's because it's not showing up on my feed, because I'm not targeted. It's the other people who are targeted. And I just implore people to do your own research. It doesn't take much. Google is free. You can go on this whole World Wide Web and find out information about our nominee. But even if you choose not to do that, how is it that you would choose someone who is not for you? I'm talking about for women, for people of color. Like, I don't understand. He has said what he wants to do if he's elected president. Yeah, but that's neither here nor there, because I really didn't want to make this about politics as much as I wanted to make it about the disrespect that I've been seeing online because of who our presidential nominee is. And I just want to say to those of you, whether you're a person of color, especially Black women, but women too, because you're going to get it, you're going to feel it, because they basically told, no, they didn't basically, they told the Secret Service director that she was the worst DEI hire. So they don't believe that women, any woman, could lead, not just Black women. So I just ask you to protect your peace during this, because it's going to be a long 100 days. And I realized that I probably cannot scroll social media much this time. If I share stuff, I will share what I see and what I think is pertinent. But I'm going to be looking for jokes, things that, will lift me up during this time. I understand that this is serious. So I'm not going to dismiss where we are and the things that we have to do. We definitely have to be mobilized and strategize and ensure that we get out there to vote and get other people out there to vote this election cycle, because there's too much at stake. But I cannot allow myself to be consumed by all the negativity towards women, all the negativity towards people of color, because it chips away at your spirit. And I don't want to become anything less than who I am. I want to continue to be joyful, to operate from a place of love. I don't want to have to block people, but I will. I will. I just want, I mean, and you wouldn't think it would be that hard for us to just be respectful of one another, but that is just not how it's going to be. Not for these next 3 months. And so I'm buckling up my seatbelt and I'm ready. But do know that I want you, as I will try for myself, to ensure that you protect your peace. Because we're going to see what they really feel about a woman and about a person of color. The thing that I find interesting, though, and I'm going to leave on this one, is the Black people who says she's not Black. I don't know. I mean, now I do know those are people. Like some of these people I'm connected to. But I do think that some of these are trolls and bots that are getting in there to feed it so that people can mimic and say the same thing that they see on the internet. But that's baffling because you may not see her as a Black person, but this country does. And she is. You know, I don't get it. I don't get it. But nonetheless, I just wanted to end with that one. Like, let's do better. Let's be critical thinkers. Or as somebody say, let's just be thinkers. We don't have to go critical. Just think and pay attention to what's going on and ask yourself, is this true? Why am I seeing this? Why are they saying that? Ask questions and don't just take everything at face value. All righty, that is it. I hope you have a wonderful day and I will be back soon. Bye-bye.